Good morning, students. I would now address the students of first BA, Sri Venkatramana Swami College, Bantual. Dear students, since this is my first video to you, let me first introduce myself. I am Shanthi Roche and your English teacher. So during this semester, that is the first year BA semester, first semester, under the choice-based credit system, I will be teaching you English. So before I begin, let me introduce you to the syllabus or the course that you have to study for this year, this semester that is. So first thing is this textbook which you will have to buy, and the textbook is Kaleidoscope 1. Choice-based credit system, Mangalore University, Kaleidoscope 1. This is the textbook which you all have to buy, and in the first page you will have the syllabus which I will be now reading out to you. So for the course of study, you have 3 units, Unit A, Unit B and Unit C. Under Unit A, you have to study 5 prose lessons. Under Unit B, that is poetry, you have to study 5 poems. And under Unit C, that is grammar, you have 5 items on which you will be tested. So under Unit A, the prose lessons which you have to study are: first one, the postmaster. Second, travel by train. Third lesson, snapshot of a dog. Fourth lesson, a talk on advertising. And the fifth, Ranjit, my husband. So these are the 5 lessons. And for this, you will be tested with an essay question, short notes and vocabulary. I will come to that later. Next, under Unit B, as I've already told you, you have to study poetry. And there you have 5 poems. The first poem is Fear No More the Heat of the Sun. The second poem, The Village School Master. The third poem, I Am Getting Old Now. The fourth poem, How Beautiful is the Rain. And the fifth poem, Advice to Fellow Swimmers. That is section B. Again, you will be tested for 30 marks here, just as you will be tested for 30 marks in Unit 1. So here, prose unit carries 30 marks, poetry again carries 30 marks, and the grammar unit, that is section C, will carry 20 marks. Under grammar, you have to study first articles, then prepositions, question tags, WH questions, these 4 items, and the fifth item there would be testing for grammatical errors. Again, in the second part of my lecture today, I will explain to you about this correction of sentences too. So students, let us go to the second part, that is, under the choice-based system, how are you going to be tested for the examination for 80 marks? That is what is going to follow next. Now students, I would also like to present before you the marks allotted under different sections or units for the examination. So the first unit, that is prose, will carry 30 marks. The second unit, poetry, will also carry 30 marks, and the third unit, that is grammar, will carry 20 marks. So you will be tested for a maximum marks of 80, and the time that will be allotted for you to answer the paper is 3 hours. So under the choice based credit system, for the first semester, you will be taking an examination on compulsory foundation course in English language. The question paper would be set in this manner. Again, you have section A, where you will be answering questions on prose, the 5 lessons which you will be studying. So under that, Roman number 1, you will have to answer one essay question which carries 10 marks. So you will be given a choice. 3 questions will be asked, out of which you have to select one, and that carries 10 marks. Under section A, coming to Roman number 2, you will have to answer 2 questions, and each question carrying 5 marks. So that again comes up to 10 marks. And the number of questions that will be asked are 4, out of which you will have to answer 2. I hope I am clear. Now coming to Roman number 3. We have to concentrate there on the vocabulary part that you will be studying from these lessons. That is antonyms, synonyms, and one-word substitutes, words often confused, different form of the words. Again, you will have 5 parts under section A, Roman number 3, and first question would be synonyms. You have to answer 2 questions there. That is, a sentence will be provided, a word will be underlined, and you have to find the meaning of the word underlined from the 4 choices given below there. That will be Roman number 3, question number A. Under B, you will have 2 antonyms. Antonyms means you have to give the opposite of the words. So again, you will have 2 questions. A sentence will be given in which a word will be underlined, and you have to fill in the blank with the antonym of the word. So you have to face 2 questions there, and each question will carry 1 mark. And the third one would be fill in the blanks with the appropriate form of the words given in the brackets. Once again, you will have to fill in the blanks with the noun form or the verb form or the adjective form. There will be 2 questions. Again, each question will carry 1 mark. So the mark allotted to this section is 2. Then under D, you have to, again there will be 2 questions. You have to select the right word which sound similar but are different in spelling and meaning. That too carries 2 marks. Coming to E, you will have to answer 2 questions again, and that is write one word substitute. So a meaning of the word would be given and you have to substitute it with one word. That is the end of section A, which carries 30 marks. Now coming to section B. As I've already told you, you would be studying 5 poems. Once again, under Roman number 4, you have to answer one essay question from poetry. 3 questions will be asked and you have a choice and you will be answering only one question out of the 3. Next, that is Roman number 5, what we call as annotation. Again, a scene passage that is from the poem would be given to you. 1 paragraph or 4 lines of the poem would be given to you, and 3 questions on the passage will be asked. 3 questions. So the first question will carry 1 mark, the second and the third question will carry 2 marks each. So each annotation is allotted 5 marks and you have to answer 2 annotations out of 3. There is a choice there. 2 questions, 2 annotation questions have to be attempted out of 3. Coming to Roman number 6. Again, you have short answers to answer from the poem. 4 questions will be given and you have a choice out of which you will have to answer only 2 questions in a page. So an essay question you will have to answer in about 2 pages, and for short answers you will have to answer in about a page. The essay question will carry 10 marks, short answer question will carry 5 marks. I hope I am clear. So with that we come to the end of section B. Coming to the third section or section C, you will have to answer grammar questions. So that is Roman number 7. Do as directed. Again, under Roman number 7, that is grammar, as I told you, you will have to answer 5 different grammatical items. Questions based on 5 different grammatical items. So the first item that you have for study is articles and 4 questions. That is each question carrying 1 mark. So articles will carry 4 marks, 4 questions, each question will carry 1 mark. So you have to fill in the blank with the appropriate articles. That is a, an, or the. The second question under section 3 is prepositions. Once again, you will have to answer 4 questions for 4 marks. The preposition will be given in the bracket and you have to choose the right preposition given in the bracket and fill in the blanks. Coming to the third part, that is C. You have once again to answer 4 questions on question tags. Again, each question will carry 1 mark. 4 questions, so 4 marks. Fourth one, or D, you will have to frame questions so as to get the underlined words as answers, that is WH questions. So you very well know what are WH questions. Questions beginning with the WH, that is when, where, why, who, which, how, so on. So you have to answer using these WH questions, question words, so as to get the underlined words as answers. The last question for you is correcting the grammatical errors. Once again, 4 sentences will be provided and there will be a grammatical error in each sentence. So what you have to do is correct the grammatical error. So here you need not wonder what grammatical errors would be incorporated. They are the same items which you have for study. That is, there will be maybe in one sentence an error in article, in another sentence an error in preposition, and the third sentence may carry correction to be made in WH question or a question tag and so on. So these 4 items will be once again tested. That also carries 4 marks. So you have 5 items under grammar. So each item would be carrying 4 marks each. So 4 into 5, again that is 20. So you will be answering grammar for 20 marks. I hope I am very clear. So I will repeat once again. The section A, that is prose, the 5 lessons which you have for study would be tested for 30 marks. That is 1 essay question which you have to answer in about 2 pages. 2 short answers which you would be answering in about a page, and you will be tested for the different vocabulary items that you will be studying from these prose texts. Under section B or unit 2, you have poems, 5 poems, and these also will be tested in the same way as the prose text, prose lessons. That is 1 essay question carrying 10 marks, 2 annotations carrying 5 marks each, and 2 short questions carrying 5 marks each. And then we come to section C, that is grammar, where you will be tested for 5 different items, that is articles, prepositions, question tags, WH questions, and correcting the grammatical errors. Each section there under section C will carry 4 marks. So 5 items, 4 into 5 is 20 marks. So this is how we will be going about your study for the first semester. Students, since this is my first video, I had given you an overall picture on what are the prose texts you are going to study, the poems and grammar. So from the next class onwards, that is until you buy your text. I know that many of you would not have bought your text. So try to buy it as soon as possible so that we can begin with a lesson or a poem. Next week, when I upload a video, I will be dealing with some grammar item. I have planned to teach you articles or do some exercises on articles for the next class. So you could be prepared. Go through some old grammar book that you have. But Mangalore University has prescribed a grammar book by David Green. That is the prescribed contemporary English grammar by David Green. That is the book which Mangalore University has prescribed. But I think you would be having some old grammar text with you which you have studied in your PUC or in your high school. So you can go through that and refresh your memory on articles, which I will be dealing in the next class. Students, we all know that this pandemic has put before us many challenges. So this is one challenge which we have to face, where you will not be observing or seeing the teacher face to face. So in the days to come, we will have a WhatsApp group, and then you can send your queries there, or maybe we can have a live session where you can ask questions. So in the course of few days, some more changes will be brought about in the way I deal with your class. So students, happy learning. Thank you.